Welcome to Momotales.
Clara was a 10-year-old girl who lived in a quiet village surrounded by green hills and flowers. She loved exploring, collecting shiny stones, and wondering if magic was real. One morning, while walking through the forest, she saw something glowing beneath the roots of an old tree. It was a wooden box carved with stars, moons, and mysterious symbols. Clara slowly opened the box, and inside were red shoes glowing with a soft golden light. The moment she slipped them on, a swirl of sparkles surrounded her feet. The shoes lifted her into the air, and Clara began to float higher and higher. She flew through the clouds, laughing as colors danced all around her. Clara landed gently in a magical land full of glowing trees and candy-colored skies. A white rabbit wearing glasses and a red vest appeared and bowed politely. He handed Clara a golden compass and said, "Follow your heart, and it will show you the way." Clara stepped forward and began her journey down a path made of light. She passed fields where flowers sang soft lullabies and rainbow butterflies danced in the air. Soon, she reached a peppermint river and floated across it in a giant leaf boat. On the other side stood a bridge made entirely of clouds leading to a floating castle. Inside the castle was a giant mirror filled with stars and swirling galaxies. Glowing words appeared. "Kindness unlocks the magic." Suddenly, Clara was transported to a dark forest where a little boy sat crying alone. She held his hand, and the shoes lit a golden path that led him safely home. The boy smiled and waved, and Clara was lifted into the sky again. She landed in a dusty town where an old baker worked in silence. The baker hadn't smiled in years, and his cupcakes were gray and dull. Clara offered to help, and together they baked cupcakes that sparkled like rainbows. The first bite made the baker laugh so loudly that all the windows shook. Clara smiled as warm light glowed from her shoes once more. Now she appeared in a blazing hot desert where a tired lion cub lay under a tree. The land was dry and silent, and the cub had no water to drink. Clara poured glowing water from a crystal bottle, and a beautiful oasis bloomed. The cub nuzzled her gently and licked her cheek in thanks. As the red shoes began to glow again, Clara soared back into the sky. This time, she landed at the edge of her own village, the sun setting behind the hills. She tiptoed inside her cozy home, holding her shoes close. She placed them carefully back into the wooden box and whispered, "Thank you." The box glowed quietly as she slid it under her bed. Clara crawled under the covers, a soft smile on her face. Stars twinkled outside her window as she drifted off to sleep. Somewhere in the secret land of light, the rabbit watched with a smile. The red shoes shimmered in the dark, waiting patiently for the next adventure. Magic, Clara now knew, wasn't just real, it came from the heart. Because kindness is the most powerful magic of all. True magic doesn't live in shoes or castles, it lives in the heart. When we show kindness, help others, and choose to care, we light up the world more brightly than any spell ever could.
More rhymes, more stories, more smiles. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Momotales.